There's a new AI model that claims to solve your math and coding problems perfectly, but can it actually deliver? In this video, I'm going to put it to the test. Hi, I'm Tom from XRay.tech, and today I'm challenging Claude's new extended version of the 3.7 model. I'm going to give it real-world math problems and complex coding tasks that other versions of Claude can't do reliably. Together, we'll discover whether this AI can finally save you hours of debugging and calculation errors, or if it's just an empty promise. Let's get started. So where can you find Claude 3.7 Sonnet? Well, just go to Claude's website, and the open text box here will have it in the dropdown. Free plans will have access to Claude 3.7, but you'll only have access to normal reasoning. For best results using math and coding examples, you'll need the extended model, which will require a pro plan. So let's start with some simple mathematics prompts. We're going to ask which number is larger, and we're going to switch this to the extended. And click go and just see what happens. You're going to see Claude break this down into a couple different pieces. It's going to recognize what decimal points are. So even though 1.2118 is a longer number, it identifies that 1.26 is a larger number. Now we're going to ask it about counting letters. So here's a sentence trying to see how many P's are in the following sentence. It's going to think about the letter P, and it's going to break the entire sentence down into individual pieces. It's going to think through this. You see it's counting up to 7, 8, 9 seconds, and it's going to show here that the letter P occurs 4 times. And let's see if Claude 3.7 Sonnet with normal reasoning can handle this counting P's question. It can't. It looks like it only identified 3 P's in this sentence. And maybe if you tried it on your own, it would get it right some percentage of times, but this is a perfect example of something that you can't fully trust. Okay, counting P's is cute, but let's use some more advanced math problems. I borrowed some from Q51's GMAT practice problems. Now, these are math problems that I personally could not perform, but luckily we have an answer key so we can check this. I'm going to use this problem here. If x is a positive integer such that the product of x minus 1 multiplied by x minus 3 multiplied by x minus 5 and so on all the way up to x minus 93 is less than 0, how many values can x take? Now, again, we're going to use the extended thinking model here and see what it comes up with. We know that the actual answer, according to the GMAT answer key, is 23. Over a minute it's considering how to solve this problem. Minute 45. Here we go. We have a whole explanation. Bottom line, therefore, there are 23 positive integer values of x that make the given expression negative. Now, let's see if the normal reasoning model can do anything similar. So I'm going to create a new chat here. We're going to make sure that we're on normal thinking mode, and I'm going to paste the same question. It responds almost immediately and has the incorrect answer. 48 is not the correct answer here. So even though it tried to think through how to solve this problem in a long response, it was not able to find the correct answer, which is 23. So this is a perfect example of how advanced math requires the 3.7 extended reasoning. Without that, you're just not able to reliably get the correct answer for these complicated math problems that you might be asking. All right, let's move on to a coding example. Here I have a long prompt trying to create a website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. There's going to be a fancy ticker-like animation here, switching between nouns like productivity, synergy, and markets. We're going to see if the normal example is able to actually draft this website for us. We're going to start there and then see if the extended reasoning model can make something better. Gives us this nice preview on the right of it generating code. Looks generally right. Now this might take a minute, so we're going to speed this up. So here we are with a finished result, and we see that our widgets can handle nothing. What's supposed to be here is some kind of a ticker that shows productivity, synergy, markets, and other fun buzzwords, but nothing is here at all. And when I did this earlier, we got this incredible automation that slowly walks itself down the page. And this is an example of, again, the normal reasoning just wonderfully failing at this coding task that technically it does what we asked in the prompt, but this really isn't a production ready website, obviously, because it's just not doing what we want it to do. We don't want this ticker to just walk down the page. We want it to be right here and for it to cycle through in a way that you would expect a regular web page to look. So let's do this same prompt on the extended thinking version and see what comes up. Again, it's going to think about this for a little while. And they added this really nice ability for you to just open up what it's thinking, so you can kind of see how it reasons through different things. And here we are with a fully coded website and a ticker that just looks pretty darn good. We see it added the words challenge and growth and some other words that are of equal buzzwordiness as productivity, synergy, and markets. So this advanced extended thinking model is able to create this website in a way that pretty much matches my expectations. So you could, of course, use this as a starting point to actually build whatever other customizable features you'd like inside of your website. The point here is that you can ask for relatively complex features to begin with, and then you can take it over the line to edit it the way that you really want it to be done. So this is all very cool, but why is it important? Simply put, the performance from Claude 3.7 Sonnet Extended is a game changer for what we can actually do with this in our day-to-day work. Until recently, we had to double check pretty much any math Claude tried to do. You'd ask for a calculation and then have to verify it yourself anyway. What's the point? Previously, Claude was stuck being a text tool because the math was too flaky to trust. But now, Claude can confidently handle complex mathematical equations without us babysitting it every step of the way. This means you can finally use Claude for serious data analysis, financial projections, or crunching numbers in your business without hallucinating 2 + 2 = unicorn. The coding improvements are just as impressive. Previously, Sonnet models would spit out code that looked good at first glance, but was usually full of bugs. A seasoned engineer would spend more time fixing these errors than if they'd just written the code themselves. With the more reliable code generation you get from the extended 3.7 Sonnet, you can get automation scripts that actually work the first time, build formulas that transform your data correctly, set up API connections between your tools without headaches, and create custom functions that enhance your low-code platforms. And if you find yourself doing more coding, you should check out Cursor, an AI-first text editor that is extremely similar to Visual Studio Code, but has the superpowers of a chat interface, automatic bug fixing, and so much more. Cursor uses Claude under the hood, so this upgraded model makes the Cursor IDE even more powerful. The bottom line, Claude is finally becoming the reliable partner that we've wanted for mathematical and coding tasks, saving you and your company hours of work and a ton of frustration when building your automated workflows. Of course, even with these impressive AI advancements, having the right implementation partner makes all the difference. If you're looking to save your team hours each week with smart automation and AI, that's exactly what we do at X-ray.tech. We'll work with you to identify your biggest time wasters, streamline those clunky processes, and build custom low-code tools that actually fit how your team works. The result? Your team can focus on what matters instead of wrestling with repetitive tasks all day. Visit xray.tech today and book a free 15-minute call with a solutions engineer to get started. If you've written off AI for serious calculations and coding tasks, I don't blame you, but it's time to give it another look. Models like Claude's extended 3.7 Sonnet are a completely different beast. This isn't just another incremental update. It's the difference between a tool you always have to double check and one you can trust to get technical work done right. If this video helped you out, like and subscribe to the channel for more AI and automation updates every week. You can also find me and my company XRay by searching for XRay Automation on nearly every social media platform. For now, I've got to go, so until next time, find your focus and stay in flow.